Now, I think it's only about, 12 hours since the final whistle blew at Pride Park on Wednesday night, confirming your 4th win in a row and taking you out of the Championship relegation zone. How are you feeling this morning?
We're obviously delighted with the win and delighted with the performance, but like you say, not much time has passed and there's not much time until the next game, so you don't have loads of time to dwell on it because we've got to refocus onto the next one.
Yeah, I wanted to ask about sleep. I've read about athletes who, can't wind down after games. They're up for hours. Obviously, you've not had much time to recover. How do you cope with it all?
I do struggle to sleep after games, particularly night games, partly because of obviously the adrenaline from the game, but also all the different caffeine supplements you have as well. But you just got to do your best when the games are turning around quick to get it in as much as possible.
How many hours are you working on at the minute then?
Ooh, we're in a bit later today, so I think obviously the gaffer knows how it is. So I don't know, 6 maybe, which is a good effort after a night game.
Yeah, not too bad that. I imagine at the stage you're at in your career, you've got a really good understanding of what your body needs and what you need to do to recover, whether it's a night game or an afternoon game.
Yeah, I'd say so. I've sort of developed a bit of a routine. Like you say, the longer you are in the game, the more you get to know your body. So, for example, after the game last night, lads are in the ice baths. It'll be the same today. Plenty of stretching, bit of treatment, ice baths. So yeah, when games are turning around quick, that stuff's important.
Last night's efforts also saw you rocket up the assist charts for the team. 2 on the night, 3 for the season now, just 1 off the team lead, adding the clean sheet as well. How nice is it to be contributing at both ends of the pitch?
You've hit the nail on the head there with contributing. That's what you want to do as a player. You just want to be a part of the team and contribute as much as possible. So yeah, it is nice to get the odd assist and stuff, but the clean sheet's the one for us defenders, and we want to try and make that a habit. And
Craig Forsyth popping up with the opening goal last night. I said, I think on commentary, I don't think I've ever seen anyone enjoy scoring as much as he seems to.
Yeah, well, especially at the moment, every goal's so vital, and obviously Fozzie's a big character at the club, and we all know how much the club means to him, so I imagine getting those goals means an extra bit more for him.
You've got, I think, less than a month left at Derby County now. Talk to us about the experience you've had here so far.
I've really enjoyed it. It is a great dressing room. It's a good group of guys who've always been really welcoming from day dot, and it was nice and easy to settle in. And then with regards to playing, obviously early doors I was sort of in and out a bit, whereas second half of the season I feel like I've been a bit more of a feature, which has been enjoyable. And obviously playing at Pride Park is a great experience with the crowds we get and the support that we get, and even the away games, the away followings we get. It's nice to have that level of support and to play in that atmosphere.
You have had to be patient at times, as you say. You've now played more games this season than you've played in any other single campaign before. Does that justify your decision to come here in the first place, that you played so much?
Yeah, certainly. That was the goal before coming, to play as much as possible, to try and contribute as much as possible. And now I feel like I've sort of done that and want to keep doing that.
It's been an incredible couple of weeks for the team. 4 wins in a row to get out of the relegation zone. What has that done for you, if anything, psychologically, to get out of the bottom 3?
I touched on it earlier in that you can't sort of dwell on it too much because, there's another game coming around the corner, and these wins don't mean anything if you don't win the next ones. So it's just a case of, you enjoy it when the final whistle goes and in the dressing room after, but you just got to refocus onto the next game and keep this form going, keep the momentum going.
You came back into the side for the victory over Blackburn, which was the start of this 4-game sequence. Can you give us a bit of insight into what John Eustace, the head coach, has changed over this run?
Something that I've noticed is I feel as though we definitely have more organisation around protecting our attacks, whereas I think previously, in times where we'd be up the pitch and sort of bearing down on the opposition's goal, if we didn't score, quite often it was a counter-attack, whereas now we're quite good at sustaining our attacks. When the ball pops out of the box, it falls at our feet again and we can go again and put teams under a bit more pressure.
Now it's on to Swansea on Saturday. Having had a decent break, the schedule is pretty relentless from now until the end of the season. But I guess with how things are, you're probably quite happy with that.
Yeah, exactly. I think we were quite disappointed that the break came when it did, because we were on a good run and we wanted to keep that momentum going. And I think that's another reason why last night was quite important, that we did do that and we maintained that momentum. And like you say, we just want to continue that. So yeah, it is relentless, but we're in a good shape at the moment, so we're welcoming the games.